Hello, my beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, Lady-Samoan, and we are back with another video. Yes, 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 y'all. I am so happy and excited for this video, y'all. We are back with another accountability video. Today is Monday. I have been posting them on Monday so that we can talk about our past week and we can talk about what we are going to actually try to get done this week, or what we're looking forward to getting done and what we want to get done. Because we all know that if we don't get it done, it is okay. It is okay, but let's just hold each other accountable, see the things that we actually get done, talk about it, chat about it in the comments below, and let's just, crochet out of love and fun. That's what it's all about. And I told someone recently on a book channel, I'm saying a book channel, but I was on social media and I was talking to someone and I shared the back of my Kindle insert because I like to make my own Kindle inserts for the back. Like I did a springtime one and someone was like, oh my goodness, that's so cute. And in her mind, she's like, I could share mine because it's not as, I don't think it's as childish now because you showed yours. Mine's had bunnies and eggs and all kind of stuff, right? And I'm like, listen, at my big age, one thing I would not allow anyone to take away from me is my joy, my happiness. What I like is what I like, and I would not let them take my childlike spirit and my imagination. Like those two things, my childlike spirit and my imagination, I am holding strong. In this world, we need to hold strong to the things that's going to keep us like happy and smiling. Let's hold that love in our hearts and keep that. So anyways, to get started with this week, y'all, I actually was so surprised. I got a lot of things done this week and last week, and I was telling myself, I'm like, listen, I was determined to get those bunnies done, and I'm going to have to put it in the pictures as I talk about them because I got 2 bunnies done, and I followed the pattern for the bunnies that I got done. One of them did come out a little bit bigger than the other one, but I did manage to make them look similar in size, and it worked out good because one was like for a big sister, one was for little sister. So I think it worked out pretty good. I absolutely love the pattern. Y'all know I love having the bigger eyes on mine, and I use burn that blanket yarn for that pattern. I think it turned out absolutely cute. One thing I would say, and I want y'all to tell me in the comments below, because I cannot be the only person that does this. When I follow a pattern, it seems like it would take me at least 3 to 4 times before I actually get that pattern how it's actually written. And I don't know what it is, but the first time I did that pattern, because I made my daughter one, the body came out a little longer. So I somehow made too many rows for the body part. Then on the second one I did, the head came out a little longer because then it was like I was understanding what the pattern was saying, but for some reason it did not come across that way when I was crocheting. And I'm like, how do I mess this up? They still turn out cute. The project still turned out cute. And then on the third one that I did, I just kind of made my own adjustments because I wanted it to be kind of like more of a stubby looking bunny, and I was using the burn that blanket, and I'm like, okay, the pattern called for a different type of yarn, and since I was using burn that blanket, I was finding that it was making it a little more like chunky or longer or whatever, and I wanted more of the chunky stubby feel to the bunny. So I did adjust it on the third one, but upon me adjusting it, I started understanding the things that I messed up on the first 2 times, and I'm like, I cannot be the only one who does a pattern and then next thing you know, I don't really get it correct until like the 3rd or 4th time. Because it's like, I don't know, it's just like it don't be clicking like that. But anyways, what else did I did last week? I made this cute hat for my locks. I think it's really cute, y'all. And I used a this is how it looks here, and I added 2 more rows because I twist my hair up like this, but when it's naturally down, it is very long. So I did 2 extra rows from what the pattern called for, just so that I could have enough room for my hair when I decide to put all of it in it. But I really love this right here. I use the it wasn't a Hobby Lobby yarn. Nope, it wasn't. It was ice cream yarn, and it's a certain, I know it is a certain percent of cotton. So it's not all the way acrylic. It's a cotton, it's mostly a cotton yarn. I can't remember the percentage that's cotton or whatever, but if you're familiar with the ice cream yarn, you would know the percentage on that. I'm so sorry, I don't have the label. But anyways, I used that for this. I had it in the blue colorway and I had it in purple, and I remember getting it on sale. It was on a Hobby Lobby sale. That's why I'm saying Hobby, I thought it was Hobby Lobby yarn, but I only paid like $1.50. And this was a long time ago when I had caught like one of the sales that Hobby Lobby used to do. And I think it turned out really good. I'm not a big fan of using cotton yarn because I feel like I don't work as fast with cotton yarn than like when I do acrylic. But I think if I continue to use cotton yarn more, I would get better at crocheting faster with it, because it's almost like if you don't use a thing, it's going to be kind of challenging to kind of get your foot in it to know, how you're going to crochet faster or do something with it. So for me, I think if I start using more cotton yarns, I'll crochet a little faster. But anyways, and I put like these little beads on there. I just had these hanging around. I really wanted to add some wooden beads. I did not have wooden beads. So what I would probably do is keep these on until I get some wooden beads and transition it out to that, because I add this little string. So when it's on my head, because it's fairly big for the locks, like that, and then when you pull it, it can kind of tighten up, and then you have that nice little look on it. I absolutely love this. I think it turned out really cute, and I had to stop myself from actually making another one. So don't be surprised, because I have it in a purple colorway, if I actually make another one in purple this week, because it was a quick and easy pattern. I mean, it's quick and easy. You just, it's double crochets, you go down. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love this. So I did this. So we had the two bunnies, we had that, and y'all, one of the most favorite things that I did this week, y'all, look at this. If y'all follow and saw it on my shorts video, I did a shorts video with this cutie. It is an elephant, y'all. And when I tell you, this has to be the most adorable thing that I crochet, y'all. I absolutely love this elephant. And I use the Bernat blanket, what is it? It's not tied down. I'm trying to look. What is it? Patchwork yarn. The Bernat blanket patchwork, y'all. I use that for this pattern. It is absolutely adorable. And elephants are like one of my favorite animals. Like I love elephants. So I'm gonna show y'all the back of it. And I ran out what I used y'all. I have to have one of that in every video. Y'all see, because I get so tongue tied. But I use the leftover yarns that I had for the two bunnies. I used it for this, and then I also used some more. I had like, I think it's this colorway. It was like the reddish colorway for the little patchwork. I used that as well. So this is kind of like three different yarns colorway, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm like, I love this so much because of the colors. I really want to get so much more. I want the patchwork yarn for Bernat patchwork. I want it in every color. Like I'm like checking all the time to see if that yarn is on sale so that I can order a lot more, because I think I only have, I'm looking, I think I only have like two left, two cakes left, and then I have probably like a little leftover cake. So I think I need more. I can see myself making more little amigurumi. And I would say, y'all, I found myself loving or going more towards the amigurumi side. When I started off with crocheting, of course, I was doing like hats and different things like that. But I find so much joy in the chunky amigurumi, and I think you're going to see a lot more of that. But I'm still going to be doing like hats and, of course, my blankets here and there, because I did work a little bit on my blankets, but not as much, y'all. So that's just me being honest. Not as much. But outside of that, for the upcoming week, I am excited to work on. I don't have anything like I have to get done. So I was like thinking, I'm like, what would I actually want to crochet this week? And the elephant actually put me in like this mood to do more amigurumi. So I said, I think it would be fun to pull a book from off of my shelf and crochet from that book. Now I know I'm going to do one thing from this book and I'm going to show y'all a book, but I don't know what that one thing is going to be, y'all. But this is the book, Cuddly Crochet Plushies by Glory Softwara. And what made me, I think I said her name right. If I didn't, I apologize. But what made me pull this book, I was like, you know what? I have so many patterns, so many different books. I need to start using them and crocheting out of them. So I absolutely love her patterns. I have not tried anything from out her book. And I'm just like, you know what? I have to do something out of this book. What I'm going to do, like I say, I'm not sure. There's so many different options, and that's what excites me. I know I am going to use the patchwork yarn so that it can be very colorful, but I'm not sure which plushie. So the upcoming week, I'm so excited to complete something out of this book. I am sure I will have more things that I'm going to crochet. Now, one thing I did wanted to crochet that was on my mind was a bug. Like, I don't know if I want it to be like a bee or a spring type bug. I don't know. So I'm thinking like some kind of bug. I don't know why, y'all. I just had the feeling like to crochet like a little bug critter type thing. And I love to do like little small projects in between something big, because this right here to me be a little more on the bigger side and I have to devote a little more time. But I was thinking something to where it won't be that much, time taken up and I can get it done quick. So I look forward to doing that. I look forward to coming back, seeing what y'all crocheted. Y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all did last week. Let me know what was something that you was like, you know what? I can't believe I got this done and I got it done. Like, that accountability partner thing is working. Let me know in the comments, y'all, because I enjoy making these videos. Now, before we head up out of here, y'all, let's pull from our inspiration jar, see what we get. Let's see. What is our message for this week moving forward? And let me know, what is something that you're looking forward to actually doing more of this week? Of course, always for me is doing more crochet, but I also want to stay more in the moment this week, like just enjoying every moment. Don't think about what's going to happen tomorrow or what's going to happen the next day or what happened the last day. I want us to stay more in the moment and enjoy those moments. So it says, we are all different, and that's beautiful. I think that's a great message to end it on. We are all different, and that's beautiful. If you are someone that has a challenge on wanting to actually compare yourself to others, or thinking that, you know what, I can't do this because I may not have the right look, or I may not think that my things are as beautiful as someone else's, or whatever it may be, because a lot of times we self-sabotage, and I will honestly say, speaking from example, one thing that I have learned is that you have to learn how to deeply love yourself. Because one message that I tell my children all the time, from me being someone who grew up with issues of understanding how to fully love myself, now, y'all, I know how to love myself. But one thing I tell them is that, listen, the projection that you give off of yourself is normally what other people will actually see when they meet you, greet you, or come in contact with you. So you have to be mindful. If you don't love you, other people can pick up on that and they can play off of the things that you dislike about yourself and project them back to you, would make you further not like yourself or not want to do with it, because they see your insecurities, because you're highlighting them. A lot of times you see people when it's something that they don't like, right when they meet you, they'll be like, you know what, I know my hair looks bad today. And you're like, I wasn't even looking at your hair. So we have to understand that we are all made so differently. We all have something to add to the collective. Find out what that is for you. Love you for you. Understand that if you are in a certain position, if you are in a certain room, you were meant to be in that room. I don't care who was in there, you were meant to be there. So stand tall, smile, be the best version of you that you can be, and understand that your best version will help and bless someone else who may be in that room or in contact with you. With that being said, I want y'all to always remember that I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and I will see you next time.